pedal power.
We're excited about it. Other cities have it, another form of transportation.
Pedicab service is coming to the Las Colinas Urban Center. We have a preview. Grants and goals.
Sometimes people say nothing good ever comes out of Washington, D.C., but today I think they'd have a hard time saying that.
Big names from Washington visit DFW Airport to announce new funding. Find out how this money will be used. Somber sculpture.
We wanted to capture it as a point of reverence for when you enter the park.
See the newest addition to Veterans Memorial Park and hear from the artist behind it. Plus, we're inside one of the city's newest restaurants and see the push to keep kids active with athletics.
Is this going to be on Sports Center?
No, this is City Source. Local businesses step up with a donation to support children's athletic activities. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. That story is coming up. But first, a trio of transportation topics. U.S. Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao and several lawmakers visited DFW Airport to talk about a big grant, $180 million. We were there for the announcement and found out how the money will be used. It's a safe bet that these travelers entering DFW Airport have their minds on this, or maybe this, and not
infrastructure.
But the infrastructure news these leaders are here to celebrate is designed to make travel more efficient for all of these travelers at DFW.
I am so pleased to be announcing a $180 million investment to ensure completion of two major taxiway complexes.
U.S. Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao announced grants that will provide half of the money needed for new end-around taxiways. The airport will fund the rest of the $360 million project. Construction is already underway.
Reduce delays, I'm all for that. And reduce congestion, I'm also all for that.
This animation provided by the airport shows how the taxiways work. Without them, you can see these 4 arriving planes have to wait for other air traffic to pass before proceeding to their gates. The new taxiways allow planes to keep moving because they are not crossing active runways. One benefit is safety by reducing risk of collision, and there are others. One of the things everyone wants to know is about the passenger experience. What will the impact be?
From a passenger standpoint, especially at DFW when we have so many customers connecting, and customers are always going to be a little bit anxious about making their next trip, the fact that we can keep those arriving airplanes moving and get them to the gate quicker is a very positive thing for customer experience.
This is America's 4th largest airport.
This work comes as the airport plans for growth. DFW expects to grow its customer count from 67 million to 73 million people next year, with an upward trend continuing into 2020. Historically, where do these 2 years fit in?
Yes, next year will be one of the highest growth rates we've seen in the past 15 years at DFW, so we're delighted about that.
Some of that is tied to American Airlines' plans for expansion.
15 new gates.
And another reason is strong economic growth across the area.
The fastest growing region in the country.
Fort Worth and Dallas and the cities in between work so well on understanding that our growth, you have to have transportation.
It really is about promoting our region.
We work closely with Irving and all the host cities.
To facilitate the anticipated increase, the airport plans even more investment.
Well, infrastructure is a huge element of what major airports like DFW provide to their communities. As we look at the infrastructure improvements we're going to make at DFW over the next 5 to 10 years, they're going to probably exceed $5 billion.
The airport will be focusing on that infrastructure so travelers can keep their minds on their destinations, making departures and arrivals run as smoothly as possible.
We want to work with you and make sure that Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport is the best that it can be.
DFW opened its first end-around taxiway in 2008. The next 2 are expected to be complete by the year 2023. Don't forget, you can catch up on any airport stories you may have missed. Look for the DFW Airport playlist at youtube.com/The City of Irving. People living in or visiting the Las Colinas Urban Center will soon have a new transportation option. Pedicabs, or bike taxis as some call them, will be operating. The company Pedicab Prime is promoting them as eco-friendly rides with a view. It will be running a pilot program for a year. Irving City Councilman Oscar Ward says he's excited for service to get started.
They anticipate a lunch crowd. I know we have the APT, but this really complements the APT, and especially at night, and especially when we're having a concert to get around the parking garage. And if you're on the far end of the area, of Las Colinas area, and you want to come over here to the Music Factory, they anticipate to be extremely busy, obviously, when they have a concert here.
According to the Pedicab Prime website, fares will start at $5. We are working with the company to get you more information on this, including the date service will start. We're told that it will be very soon. Current and future transportation options will be the focus of the City of Irving's Transportation Investment Summit. This is video from past years. This time around, a discussion on autonomous vehicles, a panel with legislators, a DART tour, and more are on the agenda.
The desire is that we come together and we all work together and we all make something happen together. It's an opportunity for the elected officials, for the staffs of different cities, and the people in Austin and Washington to come together and hear different ideas and come away with opportunity to how do we make it work.
In Irving, all roads in North Texas lead in, through, and around. So for Irving, Texas to be a conduit for transportation and infrastructure excellence, it's really critical that policymakers see Irving, Texas in that manner.
The summit is August 23rd and 24th at the Irving Convention Center. Registration is $295 and is available at transportationsummit.com. A new sculpture now stands in Irving's Veterans Memorial Park. We were there for the installation and heard from the artist who has created all of the sculptures in that park. A new addition is arriving at Irving's Veterans Memorial Park.
It's heavy. Woo! The statue weighs about 400 pounds, so they're actually having to use a piece of equipment so we can hoist it.
It's a heavy piece with a deep meaning.
This statue will attempt to portray that moment in time when the soul leaves the body. We call it the fallen soldier.
It's going to be a sculpture of the angel St. Michael. He's down on one knee and he's going to be embracing a fallen soldier.
Sculptor Paul Tadlock spent months on the project. This new piece joins all of the other sculptures he has created for the park, including those representing each of the branches of the armed forces, and more recent additions of an eagle and a replica of the Liberty Bell. What goes through your mind as you look around this park?
Mainly, I hope the people and the veterans can appreciate what it represents to them, to the city of Irving, and to these wonderful men and women that have lost their lives for us. You know, I'm honored to be able to do this, to honor them.
Though Tadlock lives in Central Texas, he feels ties here because so much of his work is in Irving. He also created a piece that stands at the front of Centennial Park.
When I did the sculptures of the founders over across the road, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the research and getting to know the people, and so I've had some real connections.
Tadlock is now 83 years old, but does not want to slow down.
I keep thinking, well, maybe I'll get tired of this, but I don't. As soon as something's finished, I try to get other things going.
With his latest piece, Fallen Soldier, getting into place, it joins other powerful parts of the park, including the fountain symbolizing the eternal tears for those lost, the historical plaques, and now this statue.
We wanted to capture it as a point of reverence for when you enter the park, because when you go from there, you go right to the wall of commemoration, and you'll see the 82 citizens of Irving who gave their life in military service.
A new opportunity to honor and reflect on service and sacrifice at Irving's Veterans Memorial Park. The Veterans Memorial Park Committee hosts special ceremonies there to mark Memorial Day and Veterans Day. You see a portion of past special events here. This November, the new sculpture is expected to be a special focus of the Veterans Day observance. The park is open year-round. It is located next to the former Central Library. Some residents have gotten flyers on their doors about a community water test. The City of Irving and Irving Water Utilities want residents to know that this is not a city program. An outside company unaffiliated with Irving is leaving the materials. The city does its own water testing daily to ensure compliance with state and federal standards. And while talking water, a reminder that water restrictions continue through October 31st. People living in homes with even-numbered addresses may water Tuesdays and Saturdays. For odd-numbered addresses, it's Sundays and Wednesdays. Irrigation is never allowed between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. when evaporation rates are highest. Major League Baseball and the U.S. Conference of Mayors team up for a national program to promote interest in sports. Irving is one of many cities participating, and Center Park Recreation Center was the spot where local kids got to play ball.
Welcome to the Play Ball event.
It's an initiative across the country where they get local mayors to get involved, to get kids to get out and play. It's with Major League Baseball.
A lot of us as former players love to get out, and we love to participate with young people like yourself.
All right, let's get ready for the first pitch.
I think my throw was better than the others. Yeah, he did. I'm a little rusty, you know.
It's actually very nice to play.
It got pretty loud. That's the loudest I've ever heard.
Is this going to be on Sports Center?
Thomas, this is great. This is so important for us to come out and participate with these kids in their lives early on like this.
To have these kids in an opportunity to play sports and get out of the house, because in today's society, they're playing games, Xbox, PlayStation, everything. We need to get them out.
Sports can give you a lot of life lessons, team building, hard work, and things like that. And that's what we want kids to get, that it's not only good for your body, it's also good for you as a person.
It's fun to run your energy out, and it's healthy for you.
I get fun, and I get sportsmanship by other teammates that I have, and I just get happy when I play sports.
Get out there and give it a try. Nobody said you had to be good. It's like me with golf, okay? I'm not going out there to be Tiger Woods. I'm just going out there to play golf. Just come out and play baseball. Whether it's wiffle ball, whether it's baseball, whatever it is, come out and play. And that's what we got these kids doing today.
Yeah, that was a fun one to cover, and that program came just days after Dallas Cowboys rookie Connor Williams stopped by Center Park Rec Center to talk to the kids and hand out school supplies. If you missed that story, find it at youtube.com/thecity of Irving. And here is another way local children are getting some help staying active. Local business people stepped up with a donation for Irving's Police Athletic League. Take a look.
Today, 7-Eleven Corporation here in Irving, there are 20 stores. Most of them are individually owned by franchisees. They are all coming together to donate to our Police Athletic League. We wanted to take this opportunity for y'all to actually see a community partner such as 7-Eleven coming out. They're donating $10,000 to our program this year.
I thought that we need to do something in the community. We need to be a part of the community more. So we owe it to the community and we need to do something. So that's how collectively we decided, all franchisees got together, we decided that we need to move in that direction.
In addition to our franchisee partners who are here with us, and they represent 20 stores in the city of Irving, we're working together in collaboration to support these kids, support the Police Athletic League, and just really build a community through 7-Eleven and that good name.
I just think it shows the partnership, the commitment our community has to support our kids and to help our kids stay on the right path.
I think it's amazing, and I think that it's great to have such a large, well-known company who's willing to take the time to invest in a program. You see 7-Eleven, they're such a big part of our communities. We need gas, we need snacks, we need Slurpees, but we also need youth programs. We also need building relationships with our community and our kids, and I think that's a similarity that both the 7-Elevens and the PAL program have.
And there is more good news for PAL. As we reported a few months back, PAL was working to raise money that would make it eligible for matching funds from the state attorney general's office, funds that were seized in a fraud case. The Irving Police Department reports that thanks to community donations, PAL met its fundraising goal and received $202,000 from the AG. The money will be used toward renovating the old National Guard Armory next to Lively Point Youth Center and making it the new PAL headquarters. The police chief says PAL has outgrown its current location on Rock Island Road. Irving's Police Athletic League offers a lot of programs throughout the year. Learn more at irvingpal.org. The biggest animal adoption event of the year is coming up on Saturday, August 18th. It's Clear the Shelters. The nationwide campaign started in Irving and really took off as NBC5 and other partners got involved. On that day, adoption fees are waived, all with the goal of having every animal in a loving home by the end of the day. Last year, people adopted more than 80,000 pets from more than 900 participating shelters across the country. A lot of new restaurants have opened in Irving in recent months. One of the latest is called Whiskey Cake. It opened on Interstate 635 near Pinstack and the new Fire Station 12. Check out the ribbon-cutting celebration.
We're celebrating a grand opening of Las Colinas Whiskey Cake. It's our 6th location. It's a fun place to get a great meal and a great cocktail. We have one of the largest whiskey lists in town. We have over 400 whiskeys, as you can see behind me here. And it's a full craft cocktail bar. We operate from a pre-prohibition standpoint, so we make everything from scratch in the bar, and obviously everything in the kitchen is made from scratch as well.
We've eaten here on 3 different occasions. I would recommend the short ribs. They do it on a spaghetti squash, so it's kind of healthy as well.
And then there's that whiskey cake.
Do try the whiskey cake because it's worth the real whipped cream.
It's that whipped cream. It's that whipped cream. Oh. And the rest of the food is good too.
So to get our employees bought into that idea that local food tastes better, we give them a plan. And their job is to learn about it. How often should you water it? How much sunlight does it need?
I mean, that's just fun. I love seeing that kind of just, PVC pipe that's got a garden growing into it. And it's just another added little touch that's going to make this certainly a memorable place.
We locally source most of what we get in the building. And what we're excited about, what we're celebrating tonight with the Farm Foundation, is that it really gets to impact the local farmer. It's with great honor to just present this to you.
This whole part of the city is just blossoming as more development happens and more residential moves in here, and there's opportunities for more restaurants, and that's great for all of us.
It just really makes a big difference. Once an area starts and people start to see the development and the growth, then they've got the real opportunity to make things happen.
We've been really happy with the participation from the local businesses. It's been really great to see. We're really happy to be here. It's a great community, and we believe that the beliefs that we have are really going to stick true with the people here.
And it's loud and it's lively and it's Irving, and I love that.
You could always catch up with any ribbon cuttings you may have missed. Look for our business and economic development playlist at youtube.com/the City of Irving. And Irving Park got some sprucing up thanks to volunteers. It's one of the latest efforts of Keep Irving Beautiful.
Ethan? My name, right? Yeah.
Today we're out here with Calvary Church.
Come on, man!
Today we're out with this thing called Serve Day, where we have over 500 people right now in the Metroplex serving different areas, different cities. And also through Servolution, there's 1,400 churches worldwide serving today.
What is this thing right here for? Well, that's what you put in the paint tray.
It's called Loving Our City. That's their community outreach program, and we're doing a service project by painting pavilions at Hurwitz Park.
We love to just enjoy our time out in the parks and have watermelons and have family times, and it just feels good to be able to come to clean parks and places within our community where we can enjoy and fellowship each other.
This paint is just for metal, okay?
I'm out all the time. I love them. They're always clean. They're peaceful. So that's for me. I like to come with my Bible, do a little prayer time, and do some studying.
We love our volunteers, and we couldn't do what we do without the many, many volunteers we have from a variety of organizations. This one happens to be faith groups, and I think there'll be members of other churches here too, but we also work with youth groups like Scouts and schools. We work with businesses for days of service, and really anybody who wants to make Irving a little bit better place to live, work, and play.
Around here, Ranger fans.
But we're also going to demonstrate it to our city. And we're demonstrating good news, demonstrating love. Love has no barriers, love has no colors, love has no limits. And we just want to share that love with our community today. We're just excited to be here. We love Irving.
A lot of good work there. And from that, we head to the Animal Care Campus and our Pets of the Week. Here's Brett.
Hello everyone, I'm Brett Wheeler alongside with Michael Whiteside, and you're watching Pets of the Week. And Michael, we have Roxanne here. Tell me a little about Roxanne.
Yeah, Roxanne has been with us about a week. She's 8 years old and was an owner surrender. The owners had a small child that was about a year old and was learning to crawl, and Roxanne wasn't really fond of the crawling child. We do know that she's been around other dogs, but she does have a little bit of fear of new dogs. I understand that she loves walks, and she also loves sleeping in the sun. I would imagine she would do good with a single person, maybe a couple, and she might even do well with older children. We do know that's probably not a good idea to put her into a situation with a small child, but she may do okay with older children.
All right, Michael, now we're shifting gears to a little bit of a bigger dog. We have Buddy. Tell me about Buddy.
This is Buddy. He is about a year old, so he's still pretty much a puppy, but he's probably about full size. He was brought into City of Irving Animal Services as a stray that someone found, but they couldn't keep him. He's super friendly, so he's bound to have been in a home environment at some point, and he really just kind of loves everyone he meets, really.
And one of the unique things that we were all noticing about Buddy is Buddy's eyes are very stunning.
They are. I mean, he's a stunning shepherd mix in general, but his eyes, he's got one blue eye, one brown eye. Native American legend says that if a dog has a blue eye and a brown eye, it can see heaven and earth at the same time. And, it looks like he sees the good in everybody from what I can tell.
Yeah, and he's very friendly, and hopefully you can see Buddy in your future as well. Now, Michael, I think we have a dog of every single size in this segment today. Tell me who this guy is.
This big, handsome guy right here is named Creed. He's about 2 years old. He's an Anatolian Shepherd mix, and he was surrendered because the owner said that he liked to chase small animals. I don't know if that's small domesticated animals or if that's, outdoor wildlife, but he is an Anatolian Shepherd. Their job is to herd and take care of the herd. He's really sweet. He's a little timid. We don't really know what his home life was like, but he does seem a bit timid here and there. But I think once he comes out of his shell, he's going to be great.
And since he is a bigger dog, he seems like he may need a lot of space to run around and get some exercise.
Definitely. I mean, he's a big yard would be super beneficial for a breed like his, but also he's good on a leash, so I'm sure he'd be great with walks. And although, we wouldn't recommend having any other small animals in the house, he might do okay with a larger animal that's closer to his size. And he'll probably do just fine with, older kids and families as well.
Obviously, Creed will make a great dog for anyone, and if people are interested in dogs like Creed, they can come out to Clear the Shelters events coming up here pretty soon. Talk a little bit about that.
Yep, the annual Clear the Shelters is coming up on Saturday, August 18th. We'll be open from 9:30 to 5 that day. Every animal in the campus that's healthy enough to go home will be available to adopt for free. NBC Channel 5 has really stepped up and taken a leadership role over the past few years. So the event's nationwide now, regional nationwide. Last year we had about 7,500 animals adopted here in the DFW area and about 72,000 nationwide. And so we're hoping to get to the 8,000 locally, 80,000 nationally this year.
It's obviously a great event, and I know Creed is excited too, so make sure to check out for that event. Back to you, Thomas.
All right, thanks a lot, Brett. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also, check out the websites you see on your screen for more adoptable animals. Yeah, and we mentioned Clear the Shelters just a bit ago, and full coverage of that event is coming up next time on City Source. Also, we will go inside one of the newest businesses to open at the Toyota Music Factory. See what is offered at Nosh and Bottle. And a massive effort from donors and volunteers helps get the school year started right for a lot of children. You see the turnout from last year, and we're heading back again to bring you coverage of Supplies for Success next time on City Source. And remember, you could always email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. Also, visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thecityofirving. Hit subscribe and you could be among the first to see our videos when they are posted. Also, leave us some likes and comments while you're there. And that's it for this edition of City Source. We leave you now with more from the Play Ball event at Center Park Recreation Center. Thanks to everyone who's a part of this one, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.